showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kirkstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. To a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pitting the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And a turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, this one could hurt you.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
The Aggie is trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Texas.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
That's how you get after the quarterback. Great play by the defense, being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. And they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. Tackled way behind scrimmage, he'll lose 7 yards.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it, and instead they give up a 1st down. This could cost them.
On the back. Out of bounds. Uniform team. Brings up secondary.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called middle guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
The Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Using his legs on the scramble. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there.
go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggies.
We are deadlocked in the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Rivalry born in 1894, Kirk, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport.
There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Bringing pressure. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Well, they need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got a man down the middle. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. The ball is picked off. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Has the first down and more. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And a stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Makes a quick grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. He keeps it on a design run. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Nice grab. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Texas. A great catch and run for 6. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Well, Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and the Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun and one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. The pocket breaking down. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a man. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The receiver grabs it. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Across the 40. The 20. Crosses the 10. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They take some all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the 1st half.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's running out of time here. The pass rush gets home. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Timeout, Texas A&M. 'em. 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 'em.
They're going to go with the wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And it's a direct snap. Breaks into the clear. Crosses the 25. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Goes out of bounds at the 32. It's a decent return. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. The Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught by the receiver. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
First down, looking to throw the football. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. On the move now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Motion now from the tight end. He'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He bought some time, now lets it go. Touchdown, Aggies! Great connection there for 6 points. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Single back formation. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. It's another deep shot. Catch made wide open way downfield. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to scramble. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas. And Texas really beginning to build momentum, but this one is getting away from the Aggies in a hurry.
I think Texas just has too much overall team speed. I think you see it with the skill players, but even on the defensive side of the ball, it's a big reason why they're winning so big.
35, Texas A&M, 14.
Turn starts inside the 15. They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate. That wasn't run all the way to the house. Just a bit more. And that's a touchdown. Here Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. The receiver makes the catch.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. End zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He shreds the tackle. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's going to throw the ball. Finds the receiver wide open. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. Headed for the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. The offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
42, Texas A&M, 21.
He's got it inside the 15. He steps out at the 22. That's when the drive will begin. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Hands off to the left. Breaks an open space. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Hits the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
one final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the Aggies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Defense is coming after him. Past the 30. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
He's going to take off. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Aggies line up with a first and goal. Quarterback drops back, looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies. This quarterback on fire today. Almost set up with a PAT.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air when he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. Make some adjustments, come up with a stop here. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That completion makes it second and medium. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Crosses the 35. You stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz here. He breaks free. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Grinding away on the ground. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Look out, room to run here. He's got the first down and still motoring. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Longhorns are in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot in the field.
It's an option look. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle.
49, Texas A&M, 28.
It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle is made at the 43, but that's a good return and good starting field position.
Will take over 1st and 10.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Looking deep for late-game heroics. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
Breaks free. Gets the first and still running. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. The 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Extra point splits the uprights.
Texas A&M.
And he fields it inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
Texas A&M Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Simon. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Simon.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offense coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Football 7. Okay, ready? Trail.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for his back. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play. Now to try here for the extra point. Looking for a receiver. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. He will lose yards on that carry. Good play by the defense. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. Second down now after the sack. Oh, he throws it back. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. Incompletion brings up third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final